Hey, welcome back everybody. This is the final dungeon in Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. So we're headed into the tower here. Gonna look for the big key to try and get through that door back at the beginning there. Pretty much as soon as possible I want to be heading through. I'm not too concerned about the map or the compass. Gonna want to make sure I have a couple of keys, because beyond that big key door back there, they've designed it so that you have to have explored the dungeon enough to have some keys. I think that was a mistake, but I got some chests in here anyways. From last time, I think my potions are all good to go. Yeah, I got one health potion. And some magic potions, so many arrows. Oh, full arrows, full bombs. And that guy's got full bones. Oh, my golden shield cannot, for some reason, block flying skeleton limbs. Gotta make you ask though, like, when we see these little skulls that are bouncing around on the ground. So when I see these skulls down here, you can see the little yellowed skull that's in place of a vase in the Dark World. And then there's this larger kind of bone. Click, click, click. This bone guy here, he's got a much larger skull. So it makes you wonder where those skulls are coming from on the ground there. Okay, so we got a puzzle here. It's an interesting setup here, though, because they've got these crystals right in this room here. You know that you got to use a bomb here to get this one to switch over. I don't believe we can throw bombs over those guys, over the this kind of like intermediary wall. But then if I place a bomb right on the edge of this, like if I put it right here, basically what will happen is it will hit both of these crystal switches. So I want to use the timing on my bomb, kind of place it a little bit farther away, and make sure I only hit one of those switches. Okay, still got a couple of keys here, doing alright. Oh, whoops. I guess I need that open. Probably do the same thing here, but I don't think it's relevant. Drop a bomb on the crystal switch. Yeah, we're good. It's not required here. I like this room a lot. It's very memorable. Basically, there's all these blocks here. There's no way to get across, and you have to figure out that the actual thing is to push that one middle block that's kind of standing out a little bit. Here's the warper room. I guess we'll go this way. I know I have to get to the bottom left there. Let's see if we can throw a bomb on that one. If I remember correctly, there's a whole bunch of stuff behind the above wall here. There it is. Bunch of loot. I guess this one's bombs, yeah. Full bombs and arrows. Thanks, Ganon. Got the armory stash there. Okay. Ooh. On this one. Is that the way? Yeah, there we go. And we're on the way. So there's a bit of a boss run in this level. We got the first 3 bosses, so the Light World bosses are going to show up. And the first one is going to be the Armos Knights, the guys that jump around a lot. It's kind of interesting to do that. A lot of games tend to have like either a souped up version of a boss at some point. Oh, I missed. How did I miss that? There we go. So they'll have like an extra special boss that's almost you know, twice as powerful or more dangerous, or they'll have a boss that's, you know, a different element or something if there's elemental magic or something, or, you know, they'll be basically a replica of a previous boss. But in this game, they've just given us the exact same bosses. just repeated. So it's an interesting concept. I like it because it gives us that understanding of how far we've come. Right? When we're playing the game, you know, you go along, and the gradual increase in power over time is something that you don't necessarily notice. I'm gonna switch to the arrows for these guys quickly here. And then what winds up happening is that you get to the end, and you don't really have that same test of, you know, what am I doing compared to here, where we've got the exact same boss as the first level boss, right? Killed him in no time. Got the magic arrows, or the silver arrows rather, got the boss key here. And I'm not going to warp out just yet, even though I want to get into that big first door. There's a big tantalizing main door in the center of the first room there. I believe I can run into that one. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. That's fairies. I don't need any fairies. So even that, you know, having those fairies show up right after that boss and being able to say, no, I don't need them. You know, it's like, it makes me feel so accomplished in the game. Okay, I got the red mail, changes my suit out a little bit. Got the pink hat, or the purple. I don't know, is that pink or purple? And I'm right back to the beginning again. Warp right back to the start. So there is a completely separate half of the dungeon over there. It's got a bunch of other stuff. The map and the compass, I think, are in there. But basically, this is the way we need to go to get to that big door over there on the left. I think I need to kill all the bad guys in this room. So, to do so... Oh, thanks for the point in the right direction there, Bubble. Oh, this guy's confused. Hit that guy. I don't want to waste my arrows. I only have so many. This guy is dead meat. Awesome. Oh, I didn't have to kill him after all. It's the same trick. We got these bricks over here. Nasty. Too clever. Oh. Aha! Never seen that before. Caught the bubble on the bricks there. That's too far away to magic powder. Oh well, that's cool. That'll make a good logo. Spinning bubble. Okay, so this guy, I want to... Do I need this? I don't think I even need this thing. I think I could just trick these guys to come up here and then shoot. If I... Oh, no. Oh, I see. I probably could have done it without getting hit, I guess. Alright, here we go. Pop, pop. And I will grab that boomerang and the heart. There's the good old gold shield there coming in again, the lead brick. Allowing me to block those guys' fireballs. Here's the big key door. Seems a little tricky. So when I open that... Oh, and then there's these guys up here. See these two guys hiding up there? There's two baddies hiding here. Oh. That guy thought he had me. Oh! My bugger. Do the same thing, pop it back. Oh, closed again. It's not so hard. I'm getting walloped in this dungeon though. I'm glad I have just a pure HP potion. Oh. Time for my magic cape. And here's that situation where there's no other way to get across here except for using the wall bounce tech that I mentioned earlier. I can get back across there, but there's no way to, like, you can't hook shot. I could use the bomb and flip over here, or I could use the wall bounce, just like I did. Bash your head on the wall and fly through the air. Ooh, there's a full magic too. Handy. So at some point, somebody figured out that you can do that. You can bounce off that brick and fly across the barrier, and they were aware of it when they published the game. Basically, that one spot there is the only place where you have to use that, or some other means, like devious means. Basically, you have to kind of break the game a little bit to get through to that little health and magic hidey hole. Don't shoot me! Some skeletons in here. Oh, I was thinking he was following me for a second there. I thought he was walking the way that those eye guys did. Just one of those rooms. We have to kill them all. Just a habit to pick up the magic and the health. Got another one here. Oh, this dude's also done. There we go. This one gets a little trickier. Ah, too much stuff shooting at me. And I think there's a key in here. I might be wrong. I'm gonna try. Oh, I'm gonna break that fireball pretty quick here too. I had to do it. No, no key. Waste of effort and time. Yeah, the sound effects in this game are just too awesome. Oh, that fireball guy in the corner is after me. He's got my number. Okay. Probably the silver arrows would have been a better choice in this area. I could have probably knocked these guys out a little quicker. Trying to save those, because I know that I'm going to have a confrontation with the big bad guy, and I'm going to need my arrows. There we go. So there's a second boss replicated in the final dungeon yet again, and right away here we have this same warning that we've got the Triforces on the walls. Shows me that we're going to be fighting the third boss next year. In front of both of the previous guys, there was that same indication. Oh, it doesn't look like it. Looks like we got some clever little Wizrobe dudes instead. There you go, guys. Magic, you say? I have some magic. Try this. What? There we go. And then this one here is a little bit trickier. Can I use my bombs? I could probably use my bombs. I think it's left. Yeah, there we go. That was a guess. Oh. Yeah, so every now and then there's those scenarios. It's like, I remember that there was a... Oh. What just happened there? Did I reflect that? I reflected his shot somehow. I wonder if it bounced off my shield. Let's try that. Let's stand in front of the way. Oh yeah, look at that. It bounces off the shield. Awesome. There we go. Not that you can use the reflected shots to fight enemies or anything. That would be too cool. Okay, so this one is a puzzle that requires a little bit of prep work. Otherwise you can't really time it properly. I think I'm also gonna... Oh, I can't. I'm gonna bounce down here and lift these guys up in case I get into trouble. So I'm tempted to use the lantern here, but what I'm gonna do instead is run just out of the way of this guy. Fire here, fire here. This one. Run down here as fast as I can and through the door. There we go. Oh. Laser eyes everywhere. Oh, goodness. There we go. meeting. It's another one of those rooms where you know they were out for bar. Ah, falling back down. Yep. Okay, let's try that again. Got it. There we go. And here's the scenario where I need a key. Oh, that guy just doesn't go away. Oh, that guy had a key. I think there's one more ahead, though. Here, we're going to use a bomb. That wall at a distance. There we go. Even this level here, even this little quick mini room, looks so much like one of the areas in the what is it, in Hyrule Castle, when we were going to fight Agonime. There was that scenario where you had to break into the castle basically afterwards using the Master Sword, and there was a dark section, and then after the dark section there was that that same layout basically, except for it didn't have the barriers on it. Okay, so this is Moldorm. Wow. Sorry, buddy. Don't mean to embarrass you like that. That yellow sword really just makes such quick work of all the enemies. Wow. Okay, there we go. Don't think that's how we're intended to solve it, but it worked. This is another one of those rooms where the magic cape might come in handy. There we go. Oh. And, you know, might as well check the map while we're at it here. Oh, those guys. Yeah, nope, see ya. I'm not dealing with you guys. Oh, they're pushing me around. That was weird. Because they were trying to occupy the same space, I suppose. Here's the cooldown room. We got the bat boss. There's a bat. That kind of looks like the one that we fought in the woods. All right, here we go. Do the bug net challenge. Ho ho ho! It's great that you could come all the way here, Link. Oh, Santa Claus. I'm very happy to see you again, but you'd better believe that we will not have a third meeting. Prepare to meet your doom. All right. Let's do it. Let's dance, big man. Oh. Yeah, so some folks call this guy the geometry wizard, because you're trying to calculate where exactly the beams are going to come from. Ah, yeah, no. Much, much more difficult just because there's 3 times as many bosses. And I suppose there's more of a chance to hit this guy as well. I think he's probably got increased health. But at the same time, there's a lot to consider. It's kind of like, reminds me of pinball. Back in the day, we played a game of pinball, there'd be the multi-ball. Like all of a sudden you'd have like 15 balls flying around. Hey, there he is. It's the bat. Get back here, you. So we just somehow broke through the 2 worlds. I mean, I'm guessing that it's some kind of indication that the gate is breaking between the 2 worlds, that somehow he's very close to entering, that we can call the duck here. Essentially, there's that duck, but he's only available in the real world, like in the light world. Ah, why not? Let's drink a blue one. So this is just before the last boss here. Yeah, final thoughts, I don't know. We've got everything except for my 4 pieces of heart. Somehow I missed 4 pieces of heart, no idea where they were. Got all the other items, got all the other upgrades except the bow and the bombs. There's basically setup that you can do to spend a whole bunch of cash. If I had all that extra money at the end of the game, I could go and upgrade my bomb and my arrow capacity, but I don't have that. Didn't spend the time. And I don't think I can even do it with like 999 rupees, so I won't bother. Let's see, what am I gonna need first here in this? Probably use my cane. Okay, so yeah, wish me luck. Here we go. This is the final battle. Got him once. I never imagined a boy like you could give me so much trouble. It's unbelievable that you defeated my alter ego Ganon, the Dark Wizard, twice. But I will never give you the Triforce. I will destroy you and make my wish to conquer both light and dark worlds come true without delay. Okay, so he means his plans almost come to fruition here. He's got a magic staff. Don't think that's how you use a magic staff there, buddy. Okay, I'm gonna use this. Sneak in behind him. Interestingly, when you're using this cane, there's no lasers for the sword. So my guess is that it's the same NPC for the sword lasers as it is for the little kind of flippy dippy thing that flies around when you've got your cane out. Oh, got him there. Oh, he's up there now. Hi-ya. So I'm gonna try for a glitch that's there. I don't know if I'm gonna pull it off. Basically, there's an effect coming up where he's going to knock out the lights. Oh, gotta run up. Yeah. You're doing well, but can you break through this technique of darkness? On guard. Oh. So I've shot him. I'm gonna hit that. I think I missed it. But we're in the last section, so that's a good thing. Ah, I missed him the second shot. Okay. Technically, you can hit him in the middle there. Oh, getting close. Got him. All right. First try. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. That's the boss. He's down. Technically, I could have fallen down if I jumped down there now. I think I have to fight him again, so I'm not going to. But there is a section underneath. Yeah, there we go. There's the Triforce. My heart's beating real fast. Magic Triforce. All right. Welcome, Link. I am the essence of the Triforce. ... The Triforce will grant the wishes in the heart and mind of the person who touches it. Oh, the Triforce is one of those people who talks in third person. If a person with a good heart touches it, it will make his good wishes come true. If an evil-hearted person touches it, it grants his evil wishes. Okay. Seems pretty clear so far. The stronger the wish, the more powerful the Triforce's expression of that wish. Ganon's wish was to conquer the world. That wish changed the Golden Land to the Dark World. Yeah, I'm still actually having to trigger the buttons here. Ganon was building up his power here so he could conquer the Light World and make his wish completely true. Okay. But now you have totally destroyed Ganon. His dark world will vanish. Yay! The Triforce is waiting for a new owner. Its golden power is in your hands. Alright. Now touch it with a wish in your heart. yeah, so that's about it. Now there's an end movie that goes on. Pretty much it goes through all the characters and the scenarios that we ran into over the course of the game. And yeah, like for instance, you can see the guards there had changed back. They weren't evil and dark anymore. This sage guy, we'd seen him actually die on the floor much earlier. So it's kind of finishing up the story in a very cinematic way for, you know, the 90s anyway. When we're seeing all the characters coming around and all the stuff that happened kind of come to a close. A lot of the scenarios that we did run into, it became something where there was like loss, or there was some kind of a situation where, you know, a bad thing happened, but we kind of carried on through it. Like for instance, these guys here, if we look at, you know, that ball and the guy who looked like a little demon, they were stuck in the evil world, right? They'd climbed up the mountain at some point and they were trapped. Right, the uncle had passed away. He died in the well at the beginning of the game, under the castle, and there was all these terrible things that were going on. And actually, like, as you come to the end of the game, you realize that it was all the influence of that evil wish, right? Ganon had made all these terrible things happen, or, you know, by having that evil world there, it had indirectly caused all kinds of problems. So, pretty interesting, you know, the narrative behind it, even though it's not explicit, like they don't say exactly what's going on. Oh, hey, that was one of the pieces of art I missed right there. You could jump in the tree, I forgot. Even this guy, right, he'd been trapped in the dark world and could never come back, and he became a tree. This is the scene actually that we didn't ever go here. It's interesting to see that this is showing up in the final scroll here, because we never went to that fairy fountain and pitched money in. These guys are back to normal, doing their job. There's a bandit guy there too. I remember when I was a kid, I thought that you had to unleash a bee. You had to go catch a bee and then unleash a bee to catch that guy, that it would attack him. But actually, the way to approach that dude there is to use the speed boots, and it's kind of a clue. He has the same kind of power that he actually runs along as well really quickly. So interesting little hints and nods to the stuff that's going to come in the game, a little foreshadowing there. The old guy's walking across the rickety bridge. I think we got the piece of heart in that little stump there. You have to break into the top part. And the Master Sword sleeps again forever, which we know is not the case anymore. It's not really forever. You know, there was another game a few years later. Basically, it's like, yeah, well, maybe in this reality it slept forever. Actually, that's a nice scene. You can see the level of detail on the trees there, the overhanging trees from that zone with the Master Sword. And it was static. And then if you looked at the animated little flowers or the animated little animals down below there, they had a lot less detail, or a lot less contrast in their sprites, but then the way that they were moving was much more animated. This is also an interesting scene here. We got the Triforce kind of floating in front of a really spectacular scene. Imagine trying to pixel all that one by one. But if you see the Triforce specifically is polygons, like it's a 3D polygons. They've actually superimposed that over a 2D screen. And then what's going on behind there is actually something that the system that this was played on was known for, which is the vector graphics. So they've got multiple layers of repeating patterns traveling across the screen at different speeds. And hopefully at some point we're going to get into that on the channel. I would like to eventually have some kind of, you know, graphics stuff going on about that, you know, looking into you know, game design in general. So hopefully stay tuned and we'll be able to see some of that. Vector imaging, and I don't know about 3D. I don't know, maybe someday, but Not at this point. I haven't done 3D in wow, 20 years. It's been a while. So you see on this screen also the scrolling credits that are going by slowly, and if you look into the other games that were released around the same time, for the same system, of course, you'll see actually a lot of the same names, but you will also see that the text is entirely identical. Like, they've got the same fonts that they were using throughout, the same color palette. I mean, it was a limited color palette at the time. But you can see, like, very similar to some other games that were released on the same system at the same time. The way that the text is printed on the screen. It's identical. It's identical. It's exactly the same. So yeah, at the end of this scroll here, after we see all this, and it is kind of an extra added feature, eventually what comes up on the screen is the score for the game. So I'm holding on for that. Shouldn't be too terribly long here. If you want, you can probably skip ahead. Probably the last like 30 seconds or 2 minutes of the video. You'll be able to see how I did. I haven't played it much. I did do one practice run before I set about doing this. And it took me, I think, about 3 hours when I did the practice run without any commentary. So, did pretty well this time. So here we go, quest history, and what they're talking about on games on the right-hand side is the number of deaths that I had, and I don't think that I died once. So we got all the levels complete without a single death, and in this game, the fairies that you get, if you die and you have a fairy in a jar, it will actually count towards your deaths. So using a potion does not count towards death because you're still in control, but if you lose control and the fairy has to save you basically, it does count as a death. So total games played 000. And adding the commentary, it takes a little bit extra time, of course, to look at the stuff that we did and, wander around some other areas that you wouldn't normally see on a rushed playthrough. But, yeah, there's the end of the game. Hope you all enjoyed. And, yeah, if you have any games that you would recommend or something that you would like to see me play, I'm open to stuff that I've done before. I'm also open to games that I have never even looked at. Hopefully you can leave some of those in the comments. What's your favorite game from that era? Let me know. Okay, thank you so much for watching to the end. I will see you guys next time.